Alright guys, so what we got here, let's move those out of the way so we don't blow ourselves up. What we got here is we got a dial for a table saw, one that I'm repairing. So this was one of the broken pieces on it. What we're gonna do is this is the main broken piece, but there's fracture here, and there's a fracture right here. So what we're gonna do some plastic repair. Now on this one, we're gonna leave the front as is, because the setup I got, I can't do the front and still have it nice looking. It looks better just having the slight cracks. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna fit this up, and you see how I'm missing one piece right there. That's all right, but you want to fit up all the cracks, and that's what it's gonna look like when we're done here. Now what I got here is my little plastic repair kit. I don't know if y'all, right here. So we have this is just basically an induction gun. Pretty much what you do, you put there's these little inserts I'm gonna show you here in a second. You slip them in there, squeeze the trigger, hold it, and it heats up that end piece. We're gonna plug that in right quick. I knew that was gonna happen. That's for a different project that I'm gonna be doing here in a bit. Here's our inserts. Now I don't have these things labeled, so these are just the waveformed ones, I should say. Not using those. Here's the ones I like to use. I actually need to get more. These are the ones we're gonna be using. And let's see, I think those are, then we got our corners, two different types of corner inserts. We're not going to be using those, so we'll probably be using 4 of these and maybe a couple of these shortwave ones. Let me get a pair of clippers. Nips. I think my brother used my nice red ones that I like, but these are still really nice. I'm not going to do any finishing with this at all, because it's the backside. No one's ever going to be grabbing the backside because it sits this close to the machine, and no one's going to be reaching their hand around there to grab it. So again, make sure everything's lined up. We're going to take one of these. We're going to slip it in the holes here. So this little red light indicates that it is powered. You do not want to touch these, and you don't want to touch this because this gets hot. This takes about 10 seconds to get burning red hot, but it only takes a few seconds to actually get hot enough to burn you. We're gonna pull the trigger. It's going, and I'm gonna find my mark. And then you push, and then you let go, and you twist. What that kind of does, when you twist it, it kind of locks it in, like it kind of takes it and locks it. Kind of like a regular, like if you twisted a key inside a lock, try to pull it out, you can't get it out unless you pull it back around. That's basically what we did. Now we're gonna do another one. You see how I did not come through? There's a little burn mark there. The plastic is actually really hot right there, so I went a little too far on that side. So let's do another one. Now if you were doing like a bumper, you would want the other setup for this, which is like a high-end soldering gun. And what you can do is you can kind of like form the plastic back down, sand it, and paint it. So if you're doing like a bumper repair or something, you would do that. Squeeze the trigger. We're gonna put it right in the middle this time. Squeeze down and let go and twist, and there we go. There's that one. Now let's see what we got. What else we got? So we are gonna need our actual angle ones here. So these are one style. I'll show you both of these a little more up close than what I did. We're not gonna be using this. So if you had like a a corner shaped like this, you would put this on there. So, oh, that's not a very good example. If you had something shaped like this and you wanted to do it, you would have it on there and embed it into there, and you could like twist these into, bend these into slightly different shapes to match it. We don't need those though. We need the other ones. So here's the ones we're going to be using for this little corner bit. So you see how these are nice inner V shape. So if you were doing something like this, if you're doing something like this, then this would go into there. But we're going to go ahead and stick this in. And these things are super cheap. The gun is expensive. I don't know why. They're just induction guns. You can make one, but I found it just easier to go ahead and buy an induction gun. So I'm going to show you how to do this right quick. So we're going to find a thick piece of plastic here, and we're going to pull the button, and we're going to do the same thing and then twist. Let go and twist. You want to do this in a well ventilated area. We're going to grab another one. Put those in. That was one side. So we're going to push that down because it needs to be pushed down a little bit. We're going to squeeze, melt, let go, twist. And we're actually going to put 2 on this one, just because I feel like it. And I have a bunch of these, so it doesn't really matter. These I hardly ever use. Usually it's something flat, or flat to the point where I just use the other ones. We're gonna push down again just to make sure. Squeeze, let it heat up, burn in, and then let go, twist, and pull out. Now here's another break. So we're gonna stick. Actually, I'm gonna switch over to these finer ones because I don't want to use up all my others. So we're actually going to use 2 of these. And these are the differences between the 2. That's the difference. Now, these, once they heat up and once you get them stuck in the plastic, or say if you need to just let go of the trigger, these cool down within about 20 seconds or so, and they're back to room temperature because they're so thin. They can do that. All right, so this crack goes all the way down here, so we're gonna start down here. Heat up, twist, pull out. Do another one. And the reason I'm putting so many of these in here, because this is gonna be a high stress area, or a higher stress area than some of the other places. So we're gonna pull the trigger, heat up, make sure it's level, let go, twist. Let's grab some more of those. Let's see what these guys are. I think we're gonna put 2 more, and that's gonna be it for this spot. Now the reason I'm going ahead and using these less wavy ones for this spot, and not for this spot. This spot was completely busted off, so it's this side and this side all the way, and this whole section here was all busted off. This is still a solid piece, so it doesn't need as much reinforcement, but I won't put 2 more there. Sorry, I had to itch. We're gonna put 1 there. Again, make sure it's flat, let go, twist. I know you can't really see it, it's kind of hard for me to show y'all at the angle it's at to make it where I don't screw up, because if you screw up, it's just a pain to deal with. So here, I'm gonna try to do it again here. Pull the trigger, let it heat up, get it in, twist, let go, the trigger, twist. There's that. We're gonna put 1, 2 more of these large wave ones, I'm gonna call them. I can't remember what they're called. We're gonna put 2 more. So let's go. So we're gonna put 1 here. So yep. Let it heat up. Let go, twist. one more, because we're doing this one right here, this one here is bridged across both cracks. This one is on this crack, this one's on this crack, and we're putting one more on this crack. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's in such a high wear area. And this, you want to put them about 3/8 to a ½ inch apart from each other. You don't want to put them too much further apart from each other than that. And twist, let go, trigger and twist anyways. Alright, there's that one. Now we're going to do either 1 or 2 here. I don't know yet. We're about to find out. So I'm going to put these back in. I only have 2 of these, so that means I need to order more of those large ones. Done with these smaller ones, I think. Yeah, we're done with the smaller ones. So we're gonna take these. Oh, one got mixed up in the box, but I still have too many of them. When I did receive this, 2 of the containers fell open, so I had to sort through them, and there was a bunch at that time, but clearly there's not that many now. All right, now we're gonna put this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put 2 on here. Heat up and twist. Let go, trigger and twist. And we're gonna do 1 more. Pull the trigger, heat up, sink in, let go, the trigger, twist. Do not breathe this smoke in. It is carcinogenic. You do not want to breathe it in. We're gonna put 1 more right there. That'd be our last one. And this is in real time, so you get to see how long it actually takes to actually do this. But we're gonna put this one right here. And twist, let go and twist, and there we go. So now it looks like Edward Scissorhands right quick. Don't judge me on my joke there. And we're gonna snip these out. Watch your eyes. Those tinks you hear are it hitting the garage door. This always feels like the most time-consuming part. But yeah, do make sure you wear your safety glasses with these, because they do tend to fly. They fly, or could fly right into your eye. Again, I am not responsible to any harm that comes to y'all. I don't know why I have to put that in videos, but I do. Not in all videos, but most videos. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, this one's a little spiky, but all you would have to do is you can take your sander. Here, let's do it real quick. So you actually show you how fast it would actually go if you did want to do it. So I'm just going to leave my sander a little short. I don't feel like having to wind the whole thing back up. We're done with our gun. We're going to set it off to the side. Plug in the sander. And I'm going to put mine on a low setting. I have an adjustable sander. So. got some high ones right here. Let's see if I can bend those out and grab them. There we go. Here's another one. That one's not coming up, but yeah, there we go. There's all the, that is if you were just taking off the burrs. So if you would need like a die grinder sander disc and to sand this all the way down, but now you're not really get cut unless you just grab it and like rip your hand across it. But I mean, there's a little sharp one there. That's about it. This is what the front looks like. Barely looks noticeable that it's been busted. You can see the crack here, and then this crack here. We did not do that crack because I did not see it on this side, but we did put a reinforcement piece right there, so hopefully that helps that crack. But this piece is now done because it's just a quick repair. It's on my stuff. I don't care, and anyone that grabs this is not gonna cut their hands on it, so it doesn't really matter. But that's how you use a induction plastic welding gun. This one is a 50 watt, I want to say. The highest one I've seen was 70, and it was super expensive compared to this one. This one was 35 bucks at the time. The 70 or 75 watt one was $80 at the time. That's after tax and shipping and everything. Harbor Freights is not terrible. I don't even know if they sell it anymore. I got this like almost 2 years ago now, and it's been great. But yeah, that's how you use a plastic welding gun, and that's what it looks like. And you can get a die grinder and go through this if you were doing like a bumper. Grind down all these little stubs here, and take the other half of the plastic welding kit that you would normally get when you buy this. They're two separate kits, but they go hand in hand together. But you would grind down all of these and then take the welder and smooth everything out with new plastic, or reuse the plastic that's already down, that's raised up, depending on how much you take away. But yeah, that's how you use it. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good one. Thanks, bye.